2, 3. All right. All right, what's going on? This is episode 13 of Chin Music. I am Killer Noise. What's up, brother?
What's up, man? Alongside Asahi Black here.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. I had forgotten your name, bro. Sorry.
That's all good.
I know it's been like a long hiatus, but we're back, dude. Look, we'll keep it real. We were busy, Izzy,
Yeah.
and at the same time, kind of masterminding things here and there, you know. And regardless, this is episode 13, the 1-3. So right now we're kind of recapping the last series between the Dodgers and the Rockies, and that's kind of one thing that we're gonna be kind of doing, right, brother? Speak more on what you were kind of thinking of doing now with the show.
Yeah, well, I started getting the idea since it's September now. Look, Dodgers, that's our team. That's who we're going to cover. What's up, man?
Do you want to lower down the TV real quick, brother? I don't know. Do you hear the TV a little bit?
I can hear
oh, there's a remote. I don't know if that's it right there.
The Roku one.
Just a little bit. If we need to turn it up, we'll turn it up.
Okay. All right.
Sorry to interrupt you, bro, but go ahead and continue that if you can.
Okay, so it was my idea to finally just stick with the Dodgers. Something we were already kind of doing anyways.
Right.
But since we're all in, and this is September, things are churning. Playoffs are literally just around the corner. So I thought it was a good idea to just kind of really get into each series and dissect the series and talk about it and just have fun with it and see what improvements we can make, what moves Roberts needs to make, yada yada, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and with that said, the series that just concluded was the Dodgers hosting the Colorado Rockies at Dodger Stadium. 3-game series, which just concluded. Just concluded a couple nights ago.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
There was an off night last night, and
Last
today
night.
they're starting their new series. But yeah, well, the series that just concluded was against the Rockies, 3-game series, and the Dodgers went ahead and swept the series.
We got the sweep. Fuck
yeah,
dude.
Game 1. I don't know if you have any notes on how it went down.
Well, I
Have
got a few notes on all of them actually. Nothing major, but I know. Well, Buehler pitched the first one. I know he went 5 innings. Prior to that game, there had been no word on Muncy. I don't know if you know any word. He got hit in the hand.
Oh,
What's up with that? Have they mentioned that? Have they mentioned his timetable?
I kind of heard something about he kind of had the same injury that Chris Taylor had. And if you remember that, Chris Taylor was shelved for a while.
Mm-hmm.
He even had to do a rehab assignment out in Rancho Cucamonga as well. So if that's the case, if that's truly what happened, then expect Muncy to kind of be out for a while. Those are the type of injuries you don't want to rush. And, you know what I'm saying?
Ball hit him right in the hand, right?
It hit him right in the hand, almost the same spot that Chris Taylor got hit in. So with that said, if that's the case, he might be shelved for a while. So as right now, I haven't heard no timetable, no timetable for assignment. Maybe there is, but not that I've heard of.
Looks like they're playing it safe.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Taylor, he did go, I think, 2 for 3 that game with a home run. And then, how do you say his name? Lux? Lux?
Gavin, we'll go with Lux for now. Or let's go with Lux. I like Lux.
Gavin Lux, he made his debut that day.
That's right, and
That's when he made his debut.
that was the Monday game.
Mhm.
Of course, game 1, Labor Day. He made his debut. First pitch, first at bat, base hit,
Up the middle, right?
right up the middle. Yeah.
And then I
Center
think
field.
did he get a double and then a
He also
home run?
No, he didn't
He
hit
didn't
a
get a
home
home
run.
run?
No, he didn't hit a home run. He did get a double though. So right off the back, he went 2 for 2. He ended up going, I think, 2 for 3 that night, and kind of got rid of his first hit.
Yeah.
Right away.
Lefty, too.
He's a lefty, yeah.
Dude, how
Second
many
base is lefty.
freaking lefties do we need, man?
Yeah,
Fuck.
well, add him to the list, brother, because he's a lefty, and he's a highly regarded prospect that's already in the majors.
Well, yeah, so, yeah, he made his debut, got his hit. Dude, Roberts, he's been experimenting with that lineup, too. I don't know if you've noticed. Nobody's a constant save for Bellinger in the fourth spot. Other than that, Seager's moving from second to fifth.
Well, yeah.
Peterson's leading off.
Well,
Pollock.
when Peterson does play,
Mhm.
you could kind of pencil him in the in the number one hole,
Yeah.
the leadoff hitter.
And that's when we got the 16 runs too. That whole fireworks show that we just exploded on. Remember that, Noe? The first game, we got the 16 runs.
Oh, that's right.
That
but then,
was the-
but okay. But keep in mind, Bueller still, and this is not just Bueller. This is the starting pitchers as a whole. I mean, they've been holding it down nearly the whole season, but they're starting to kind of lose a little bit of steam, and
You
that's
think
everybody.
It's fatigueness?
I think it could be fatigueness, and I think Roberts is addressing it, especially in this series with the Giants now, with the current series right now. Where
Addressing it how?
Huh?
He's addressing it.
He's addressing it in terms of Walker Bueller was slated to start on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now he's gonna give him an extra couple days off, and he's gonna have him pitch out in Baltimore. They're going to Baltimore next week.
Oh.
So
okay.
in terms of resting him, giving him instead of the 5 days, he's gonna give him 7 days, like a whole week, to recoup.
Gotcha.
And maybe that's what they need. Maybe, I mean, it's a long season, bro.
Mhm.
So the fact that, you see Ryu really struggling. I heard something crazy where, like, his last, 5 starts, he's giving up, 21 runs.
I think it's
or something like that.
Last 3
Or
starts.
the inning, or maybe it's the innings or something like that. It's just something
Well, look,
ridiculous.
we'll get into Ryu in a little bit. Let's stick with Bueller. So you think
Okay.
he's tired, and you think
So, hence that game 1 against the Rockies, he ended up giving up I think over 5 runs again, or something like that. I mean, the
It was
Rockies
up there.
ended up scoring 9 runs.
yeah, it's still
It
up
was
there.
like 16-9. Yeah, it was I mean, it looked to be a blowout, but the Rockies, I'm not saying they made it interesting, but the fact that they still scored 9 runs against the Dodger pitching, it's
Yeah.
just something's up with the pitching. The offense doesn't hold it down the way they did. I mean, who's to say that the Rockies wouldn't probably beat the Dodgers? But
Seriously, yeah.
thankfully, the offense kind of held it down.
That's how you know we're running on all cylinders when the opposing team scores 9 runs and we're still up by freaking 7.
Right.
Okay, so that was game 1.
That was game 1.
Game 2. Again, back to the whole Roberts experimenting with the lineup. He had Gavin Lux leading off. Just bam, throw him in there. I think he was batting 8th the game before. He must have
What was who was the pitcher there?
that game.
Yeah.
This was the Chichi Gonzalez for the Rockies, and Urias started that game.
Yes, right.
And that's the first time he's back since the whole
correct. and
debacle.
and also they announced that now Maeda and Urias, they're switching roles, where Maeda is normally a starter. Well, now he's prepping for the postseason, and he's going to be coming out of the bullpen now,
Mhm.
where Urias is now going to be slated as a starter. Now, whether he gets the type of innings a starter normally gets, where they try to pitch 5, but in this particular game, game 2 against the Rockies, they were already saying that he was looking to pitch somewhere between 3 and 4 innings, about 45 to 50 pitches.
Which he did, I think.
Which
I think
he
it was 3. I think
He did
went
about 3
and
innings or so, yeah.
I didn't check his pitch count, but yeah, they did go with that whole little starter by committee thing that they got going on.
Yeah, and
That's to rest it, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Is that what you were saying?
I think it's to rest them. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there's no secret that the Dodger pitching is kind of scuffling a bit, and I think they may think the reason for that being is the work that's being involved. So the resting is a way they're gonna probably combat it.
Definitely.
But yeah, Chichi Rodriguez pitched, and something about Chichi, I don't know if you got any more numbers or anything like that, but man, I was listening to that game on the radio, and they were just talking like, man, Chichi, the last time he pitched was against Pittsburgh. He pitched like an inning and 2/3, and he gave up like 7 runs, and his ERA is like crappy, and this, that, and the third. They were just really bashing him, you know what I'm saying? So they were kind of saying, they're setting up the game, and they're pretty much trying to tell you, like, dude, the Dodgers are going to crush this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
That's how they laid it out.
that's how they laid it out. That's how they set up the
They
game.
must have not seen enough baseball in their life. And no knock on them, but you got to play the game, obviously. and
Yeah, they
there's
still had
9
to play the
innings,
game.
there's
And what
27
happened,
outs
brother?
You got to get. Well, I have his numbers in front. He was prior to that start, he was 0-6 0-6, no wins.
Yeah.
With 7.85 ERA. He only had like 20 strikeouts. Now I don't know how many starts he has, or when I think he's new.
Right.
But damn. So you were hearing it on the radio. I was watching it on TV, and dude, I was just kind of blown away because think about it. Night prior, Dodgers score 16. Everyone's having a good time. We're partying it up.
Oh, yeah. Runs for days.
Runs for freaking 3 games, honestly.
Yeah.
And then here comes Chi-Chi, and dude, I was just like, I started like I was baffled, and then eventually I was like, well, what the fuck's he doing? What's he doing that's got these Dodgers like just literally like quiet?
Right.
Dude, you know what it was? Dude, first off, he reminded me of the late and current Hall of Fame inductee Roy Halladay. His stance kind of reminded me of him. Dude, super poised.
Like the way he pitches?
The way he pitches, a short little kind of leg kick that he does.
Okay.
Dude, super poised, and they always say that good pitching beats good hitting, and the way to freaking unbalance a hitter is to disrupt his timing. Dude, he was on the mound, he's spitting, he's taking off his hat, calling time, looking at something in his hat.
He's
throwing
taking
to the
time.
runner at first. Like, dude, he was dictating the pace.
So he was disrupting the timing.
Yep, and dude, no Dodger.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, they never got comfortable in there, dude. I was looking at it, I was like, dude, what the fuck is this fool doing?
Yeah.
And it's funny because it's noteworthy because even though the numbers say otherwise, and he's 0-6 with a 7 ERA, dude, that type of pitcher there, that's the type of pitching we're going to face in the playoffs. Obviously, in the playoffs, all the starters get better, no? You know that.
Right. No, I've heard of that, of course.
So it was, dude, I took it as dude, fucking Roberts.
Yeah.
Better freaking be having some sort of, combat for this type of pitcher when we're getting stifled like that.
Man.
I don't know what that is. I don't know
yeah,
if it's,
what would that be? Oof.
Well, look.
Because they didn't look good at all.
Dude, he did.
For about, what, 6-7 innings?
6-7 innings. Dude, he was, it almost looked like he was playing with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
He was like, dude, I'm going to shut these fucking Dodgers out. And I think Bud Black even wanted to take him out, like in the 6th, and dude, they show him in the dugout, and he's like, no, I want to stay out. And he convinced him to like stay in there, and he still did his thing. But I think he gave up like 2 hits or something, and then they take him out.
Yeah.
And then of course that's when the Dodgers we got on the bullpen.
Yeah.
And then we got
Martin hit that home run, and there was a couple of other home runs later on.
And my hope, brother, is that we don't take that win for granted, because that pitcher Chi-Chi Gonzalez, he showed what like freaking
Out of all the pitchers,
dude, it's like
Chi-Chi.
Yeah, dude, disrupting the timing of a potent lineup like the Dodgers, dude, and holding them to 0 fucking runs after they scored 16.
Yeah.
That's the type of shit that I think, in my opinion, we have to look out for in the playoffs, dude.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely.
Now, how do you combat that? I don't know. Maybe get the. I'm thinking playoffs now. What, you take pitches maybe if that starts happening? You take pitches, run his pitch count up.
Run his pitch count up, and I think that's one thing you could do. I mean, don't be a victim of his stalling and then swing at the first pitch and ground out to like second base.
Yeah.
You got to take a pitch, take a strike, maybe even take 2.
Dude,
I mean, not 2, but you know what I mean. Yeah, you got to take pitches.
And
Chi-Chi
for sure, something that I'll also give him props for. He was pitching inside. He threw a couple up and in, a little bit of chin music.
Yeah.
To a couple hitters.
So he pretty much pitched out of his mind, out of the ordinary of what people thought he would do against the Dodgers.
Yeah. He did the exact opposite, dude.
Yeah, man.
He pitched like he's been in the league for 15 years, like a Matt Carpenter, like a freaking Roy Halladay, like that type of. Yeah. That's what it looked like to me.
And it was frustrating because that's one thing with the Dodgers that I noticed, brother, where after, and I tell you every now and then, like, oh, man, he strikes out in this game.
Well, we'll talk about this one.
What ends up happening is the Dodgers, they go nuts one game, and then the next game they just forget how to hit. Sometimes you're thinking, like, dude, like, save those runs for the next game. Obviously, you can't do that. True. But it's on that tip sometimes where it's strange to me how it's not consistent. I guess it could be consistency. I mean, look, it's a 162 game season. You're not gonna win all the games, but sometimes the consistency. Like, okay, we had a good game the night before. Now we're we're all still hitting. We're all hitting in unison, but the way they go from everybody hitting cha 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 down first, second, and third, and doing this and a third conga line and all that, and then to everybody stops hitting at the same time.
Definitely.
That's what trips me out.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's really weird.
That's baseball, though. That's the type of shit that baseball brings.
I guess hitting is contagious.
I guess so. And
I guess it is.
Chi-Chi, man, again, all the props to him, even though he got the loss.
Yeah, dude.
But it was noteworthy for me because it's like, okay, we're out here, right, 18 games up of Arizona. We're kind of just taking it easy. But it's like, shit like that we have to address.
Yeah.
I hope Roberts didn't go into that fucking dugout with a fucking big-ass boner and just like, hey, way to get to the bullpen. Like, no. What happened with that starter? Right. Fucking, like, let's talk about
They struggled through him.
Yeah, definitely.
But you know what? At the end of the day, too, brother, I mean, yeah, they did get to the bullpen, and they did end up winning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
true. We did what we had to do.
Would you kind of make the comparison that almost? I mean, would you say it was like a playoff-like type of game?
I mean, at 2-0.
That's how it would be, right?
I think so, because in the playoffs the runs go down, the pitcher gets better.
Yeah.
It kind of felt that way,
right?
And it was just like, dude, we for sure we can't get to the starter. We can't, like, we can't score anything. We can't even manage like 3 hits in a row or anything like that. That's what it felt like. It felt like a playoff game for sure. Wow. And yeah, against the Rockies, against an 0-6 player with a freaking 80 ERA out of all people. Jesus Christ. Anyways, that was game 2.
So they won that game. What was the final score on that game?
I don't have it here. I think we won by like 2 or 3 runs. I think that game.
Yeah, I know Martin went yard. I'm trying to remember who else went yard. I think David Freese went yard.
Oh yeah, Freese, classic with that freaking dude.
Right.
All his home runs are in right center field. That change up curveball.
It's good to see Freese, man, and come in and not really missing a beat. Not really missing a beat. I mean, still he's not getting too many opportunities. I know they have Matt Beatty at first base, which I'm not mad at. Beatty's really good.
But I think Freese established himself as like a premier bench player, like a premier pinch hitter.
And if I'm correct, I think he will be from the duration or until Muncy comes back or whatever, he'll be facing the left-hander starters.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think that's kind of how they have it down.
Yeah, and you see, dude, he hit that home run. He's rounding. I remember clearly he's rounding third base. He's scoring, and he's like, whoa!
Right. Yeah, right.
And he's a quiet guy.
Yeah,
he's super quiet.
So he was pumped,
and
as he should be. I mean, he's missed a lot of time.
All the young guys are giving him high fives and shit. So that was cool to see. That fucking somebody like Freeze still doing his thing. Hey, guess who got pitcher of the month for the Dodgers, Noe?
Pitcher of the month. Let me guess.
I'll give you a clue. I've been raving about him all.
Oh, Joe Kelly.
Joe Kelly.
Did he really?
I'm not the type of guy to tell you I told you so.
I didn't hear about that one.
I'm not that type of guy, but holy fuck, he's picking it up.
And it's crazy how flip floppy baseball could be. I mean, like in a couple months ago, we're trashing the guy, and now the roles have changed where we're kind of trashing Mr. Jensen.
Oh,
rightfully so though.
Yeah,
because he's really scuffling, and we don't know if he's found it yet. We don't know if he's having issues with this, that, and the third. Regardless, I'm more concerned about Jensen not finding it, because it's rare that a closer goes through the type of ups and downs that Jensen's been going through, and eventually finds it and becomes himself again. As a closer, once you lose it, you pretty much lost it. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't stay dominant for that long. You know what I'm saying? Once you hit that skid, I think you're pretty much done. And I think we're seeing the beginnings of the end for Jensen. I hate to say it like that, brother.
No,
but
I think so too.
I mean, as far as a closer, I mean,
And it's funny you say the ups and downs of a closer. That's the exact problem with Jansen, is that his season hasn't gone quite up and down. It's gone like down slowly.
Yeah, because it
It's
started really
it's
good.
like gradual, but it's just going down and it's
Yeah.
going down. He saved that game, the game 2 with the one that Chi started.
Yeah,
He came in,
but
but he had runners on
but
base.
he had runners
It was
on
a very,
base.
we'll call it a Jansen-esque
Yeah.
save.
yeah,
Classic save.
Yeah, where you're on edge. You're like, oh crap,
And he
here
got
we
the
go
third
again.
out, and he's pissed, and he's cussing, and he's fucking.
And that's
shouting
another
at
thing
his
too.
it's
I
like,
don't like. I mean, I understand that he's showing emotion.
Something's got to give.
Look, he's showing emotion, which I guess is good because you see his frustration. It's not just the fans that are frustrated. He's frustrated as well. You know what I'm saying? But maybe you should tone it down a little bit too. It's like, all right, we get it, Jensen. You're pissed too. Like,
Mhm.
you know, just tone it down a little bit, bro. Like, you know, find it, look for it, because Roberts is giving you all the opportunities. It would be easy for him to pull the plug in. All right, Joe Kelly, like, you've been killing it. You're our new closer.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you're still closing, the fact that they're still publicly backing you up, Jensen, and telling you that you're the closer, relax, bro. Like, chill. You know what I'm saying? If you have a bad attitude, just, you know, bite the bullet, bro. And, you know, you don't have to let everybody know that you're pissed, because trust me, we're all pissed.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
It'd
what
be
I
cool
mean?
to, yeah, I see what you mean. It'd be cool to kind of see him just laugh it off for once, like fuck.
Or just
like,
stay stone faced,
little
bro.
smile or
Like,
something.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because honestly, you could tell it's getting to him, bro. The fact that he is cussing, the fact that he's getting pissed, he's doing gestures. I mean, it's evident. You know what I'm saying? And it's you know, pitching and closing for sure. They say it's a mental thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to have the mentality for it. So once it starts getting to you the way I think it's getting to Jensen, I think it pretty much. You're seeing, you might be seeing the beginning of the end for my boy Kenley.
Here's the problem in 2019 is that he's still.
And I hope I'm wrong.
Same. Wish him the best, but
course.
here's the problem. He's still getting the saves. On the paper, on the stat sheet, it's a save. Now, something's got to give with Roberts. Like, are you just gonna keep letting him do that?
And it seems like he is.
He is.
Because he already said he is. He keeps saying it, that's our guy.
And
it's cool. I mean, look,
but
he's
what's
backing him up, which is great.
what's
Like,
gonna
you can't hate him on that.
fucking happen, Noe, when
But
it's playoff time and he
in
gives it
playoff
up,
time-
we're gonna say, we fucking told you, we've been fucking talking.
In playoff time, Roberts is basically setting himself up for another
Humiliating.
round of criticism.
Yeah.
Everybody loves to criticize Roberts in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So right now, it looks like he's kind of setting himself for that. Because the second Jensen blows that game, they're going to be calling not only for Jensen's head, but they're going to be calling for Roberts' head.
Definitely.
Watch, you'll see, brother.
Oh,
And
I
once again,
guarantee it,
I
too.
hope I'm wrong. You know?
Let's see, what else?
Well, during this series, the Dodgers also broke a home run record. Like, I think it was a National League home run record.
Oh, that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know the exact numbers. Something about 600, 700 home runs in the National League. I don't know, bro. It was 200 and something home
Which
runs.
naturally brings up the whole thing with the baseballs. Are they made differently? Are they tighter?
Hey, who knows,
pitchers
man?
say they
Something's
are.
up. Something's up for sure.
It could be some conspiracy behind that.
But then, you know, you got to consider, too, ball players are coming in a lot younger. It's a lot stronger.
Definitely.
They have their routines down. Their training is a lot more, like, elaborate.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Hand-eye coordination. You know, they're
All
coming
that,
up
yeah.
with more tools to kind of
literally
bring to the game, you know?
we'll call them born and bred baseball
Pretty
players.
much. So that might have something to do with it as well. I don't hear that. I don't hear too much of that. I hear a little bit of that, but not to the point where I think that probably has a lot to do with it as well. More than probably people want to give it credit to. They love the conspiracy theories of the
factor,
balls
yeah.
and are they juicing again? You know, little shit like that. But
I had to get into like the geeky side of things, but for the sake of this argument, I read a book on Mike Schmidt and his whole career and what he thinks of baseball now, and he straight said, look, in the best players of baseball are right now. There's no ifs, ands, or what's about it. For sure they're right now because these players they have better equipment, kind of what's just exactly what you touched on. Better equipment, they're working out more, they're practicing baseball just like on a very generic level, they're just practicing
24/7
24/7
too,
almost. He's like, dude, how are you, like, they're stronger, they're bigger,
Yeah.
like it's just fact. You
Right.
can't, how are you gonna argue that, you know?
yeah, you can't.
I also took this random note too from that game, and Earl touched on it. It's more of a
Oral.
He touched on it. It's more on a broader level. The Atlantic League started an automated strike zone out there. You know, you hear.
Yeah, I heard
Atlantic-
about that. Yeah.
And it just, dude, it brought up this whole wave of like, damn, the Atlantic League has like now become the 2019 version of baseball where they're experimenting with shit.
Yeah, they're the
That's-
guinea pig.
That's the scientific side of baseball.
I heard they're the guinea
process.
pig.
Yeah.
Any new ideas that come up, they're gonna run it through that league, which is cool,
Well, holy fuck, Kershaw just kicked the bench.
as he should have.
That shit looked funny. It looked like it hurt. And he mentioned, he's like, dude, it's only a matter of time before ESPN kind of covers the game. And, dude, that's going to be dope. I think it's going to be dope
That'd be cool to see.
if ESPN brings out polls. I'd like to see polls. Like, all right, what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about the automated? I want to see the numbers on that. Just to, like, see where kind of
I think a lot
where
of people-
America stands on
Yeah, there's some people that are already tired with the umpires, especially
right?
like
Lately?
the
Angel
balls and
Hernandez?
strikes, the balls and strike umpires.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Where people, I think people are kind of slowly open to the idea of having the automated strike zone.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Definitely. Well, look, that was
Look.
game 2.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have any more to add on that.
No,
Game 2?
no. And then game 3, just to pick, I guess, yeah, backing off of the Dodger starting woes. Ryu had his like
he
fourth
started,
or fifth
yeah.
consecutive, not so good starting performance. I was at the game, brother. By the way.
Oh yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were at that one.
And,
he gave up 7 again.
Oh, man.
Now
yeah.
now you and me talked about this. We
Yes.
talked about Roberts taking him out in the
fourth and 2/3 or
with
something
2/3
like that.
with 2
yeah,
outs or
with 2
whatever.
outs or something like
That's
that.
some bullshit, man. I
Even
don't
if it
give a
wasn't with
fuck,
2
dude.
outs, let's say it was 1 out or no outs. Regardless,
He's up what, 3 runs? 2 runs?
it was, I forget what the score was. Let's say 3 runs or so. You know what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer. If
Where's the logic in that?
Okay,
What's the logic?
we have an 18-game lead. Ryu's been pitching his ass off the whole season. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And to deny him of a possible win, it looked like the Dodgers were gonna go with the win already.
Mhm.
They weren't. I mean, you know, it was still a close game, but I didn't see no reason to take him up. He was struggling for sure. He was, but this is where you want. This is the time where you kind of build character. You know what I'm saying? This is where you kind of wanna. Just the way Roberts backs Kelly Jensen and this and that. Well, do it with your stars as well. Especially do it with Ryu. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm almost certain he will let Kershaw pitch 5 innings. He will let Walker Buehler pitch 5 innings. He will let Rich Hill. Well, I don't know if he would let Rich Hill pitch 5 innings.
Rich
but
Hill would fucking scream his ass off, and he'd fucking
But
cuss Roberts out. if
he
tried
should
to
have
take him
let
out.
Ryu try to work out of it. Now, hey, if he gets tagged up, whatever. Okay, then yeah, you yank his ass out, and
Mhm.
maybe you don't do that next time, because you got burned.
Right.
But
At least give him the
you
sample size.
gotta give him the opportunity to try to get that win. You know, he's been your dog, your bulldog almost all the season for
Okay.
you to kind of take him out.
Now, look, I'm going to
In the
stop you
fourth.
there.
Horrible.
Now, I have to play devil's advocate here.
Go ahead.
He's been the dog. He's been the workhorse. You think it's a workload issue? We're trying to save him. Playoffs are here. We're in there.
Well, look,
You think Roberts is thinking like, fuck the Cy Young?
I
let's
know,
go.
I know.
I know. I'm just throwing
but
shit out.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, we talked about it too in the offensive end where Belly's there almost every freaking day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure
Oh, yeah.
back of David Roberts said, hey, hopefully he starts getting it going and he could get his NL MVP award.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, and not only that, you got to think about it too. Players have incentives. You know, if they get an MVP, if they get a Cy Young, they're going to get paid. You know what I'm saying? If they
True.
get a certain amount of wins, they're going to get paid. I don't know if you know, or if you knew a couple years ago, maybe when the first time they started putting Maeda in the bullpen, he was a little upset because it was messing with his wins and his incentive clause. He had an incentive clause.
That's fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So little things like that, you know, who knows? I don't know how Ryu took it, you know, but
There's no way he could be happy with it.
I don't think he was happy.
Yeah, there's no way.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Look at Kershaw kicking the fucking bench. It's
easy
like,
there.
dude, you're
No,
gonna fuck up your toe, man.
He kicked the Gatorade lonchera.
It's like, Kersh, we're up 18, bro. Just chill,
He
yo.
kicked David Roberts keeps his stash of. Have you seen him eat granola bars and stuff
He
like
eats
that? Every now and then?
granola?
Yeah.
He's such a... Roberts is such like a... Huh? Yeah, bring some.
Yeah.
Roberts is such a little geek, dude, little nerd.
Yeah,
Um,
man. Well, anyway, look. Thankfully, the Dodgers ended up winning the game pretty easily, pretty convincingly. The bullpen held it down. What was that final score right there against the Rockies?
I don't have that final either. Do I? No, I don't. We got
Yeah,
the win.
it was
We
like
got the
7-4,
sweep.
7-3, something like that.
Yeah.
I think Jock went bonkers with 2 home runs.
Oh,
and
dude,
he's been playing out of his mind.
He's seen the ball like a fucking grapefruit, like Justin Morneau once said in that commercial. Remember that shit with Verlander? He's like, Justin Verlander thinks his fastball looks like this, and it was a golf ball. He's like, but it actually looks like this, and he pulls out a fucking grapefruit. Yeah. They were having like little beef. It was an old commercial.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been seeing the ball, dude.
Right.
Did he see him? You were at that game where? Well, yeah, you were.
Yeah, I was
you
at
saw
that
him hit
game.
him,
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely.
Saw him
we
one of
were
them.
expecting 3, but no, he got 2. And that was his second game, because in the first game he got 2.
Yeah. So
and he missed the 3rd home run by like inches.
Yeah, I saw
by
that.
inches.
Like fucking.
So he had like 4 or 5 home runs that series, man.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's at 32 right now.
and for there's some there's some Dodger players that are kind of hitting some skids, but there's some Dodgers that are getting some. They're at their highest peak right now, and I think Jock is that.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So we need Jock to kind of continue it and build more momentum going into the playoffs, because I could see Jock being an intricate part in the playoff run for sure. Especially against righties. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we have to throw that out there.
That's right.
Dude, yeah, I agree, Noam. Well, look, it's funny seeing like September baseball and seeing the amount of, all the call-ups or whatever, but everybody's kind of performing. I think Robert's in the lucky position where it almost feels like, Zamir, does it almost feel like it's kind of spring training again, where it's like you're gonna make your lineup based on this month?
Kind of, because you're gonna have Roberts is gonna have a tough decision picking out his rosters. Now, mind you,
Verdugo ain't even in.
Verdugo's hurt, and there's no timetable for his return, which sucks.
Coming back?
Well, that's one thing. Who's to say that he's gonna be playing in the first round of the playoffs? Because there's no timetable in his return. You know what I'm saying? Something with his back.
Well, look. I don't know how you see that situation. The way I see it now, I'll be honest, 100% honest. Nothing against Verdugo. I love the guy. I kind of forgot about him.
Yeah, and
right?
that's a testament to the way the Dodgers are playing.
Yeah.
Anybody you plug into the outfield, whether it's Taylor, Pollock even, Ballinger, of course, Peterson playing the way he is,
Taylor batting 8th.
Taylor, and even Negron, and I'm gonna say I don't even think they put Negron anymore.
No, he's not starting.
Yeah.
He's coming in as a little pinch.
But we saw a sample size, and I think players like Negron are gonna be an intricate part in the playoff push.
Yeah,
you'll see.
Yeah, it's those guys with we'll call them no experience, where they hopefully. I mean, we don't know this, but I like to hope that they come into like a tough situation, maybe a runner at second, 2 outs. Great starter on the mound.
Yeah, and hopefully they're ignorant enough to where the situation does not get to them.
Exactly.
And that could possibly be a good thing where
that's where like the Beatties and the Negrons and all those guys.
They may not have the experience, but they may have the ignorance of not letting the moment get to them.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they take it as just a regular game. I mean, that's gonna be tough as fuck, but hopefully they go that route with it if they do get the opportunity.
Definitely. Another thing I noticed, and this is something that you and me have freaking talked about since the beginning of the season. Did he see Corey Seager's defensive play? To his left.
Which one?
It was a ball hit up the middle, and he went to his left. Dude, slid one knee, turned around 360 straight to first on some like Alderton Simmons shit.
And he got him out?
He got him out.
What the
Dude, I saw the play.
I missed it, bro.
Okay, so I noted it because it's the first time that I finally see that high caliber shortstop.
That was a high caliber.
Yep. Dude, he looked. I was like,
wow.
What the fuck, Seager?
Yeah.
They showed it like fucking 10 times.
Come on, you sure that wasn't Kike?
No. It was Seager, dude. And
wow.
he was all chill. He was like, yeah, like fuck yeah. Dude, it was like, oh, there it is. Fuck.
Yeah.
Now it was to his left. Then I started getting all curious. I was like, I wonder if Roberts, if it shift him a little bit to his right so that he can make that. Dude, that's a strength for him. You should have seen it. If you see it, you're like, dude.
Yeah, I'm sure I would trip out.
This play is like, you don't see it often, especially from Seager. I I'm gonna stick to the defense side of it, Noe.
Yeah.
Nolan. We're talking about this Colorado series. We're dissecting it.
Yeah.
Nolan, he made some errors. He made like 2 errors.
Yeah, I
in
think I
game.
saw one of them. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
It's just strange. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But did you see the play he made on the third game, the third and final game? There was a ball hit to him.
I think I missed that one, brother.
To his
I missed
right.
it.
He kind of like stopped it with his glove. The ball hit the ground. He like lunged full on, grabbed it. Perfect strike throw to get, I think it was Russell. Still, Russell's not the fastest.
Did you get him out at first?
He got him out, dude. But it was, well, 2 things. The first one is Nolan making, I think, back-to-back errors.
Yeah.
It's just funny to see. It's always interesting because it's like, dude, is it because it's September? You're Nolan, dude. Like, what the fuck happened? Back-to-back? I like getting all deep into it. But he finished strong. He made that last fucking final play. It was I wish you would have seen it because it's like web jam type shit. Like, damn, holy fuck.
Okay.
But yeah, I got that.
Any more notes on that series?
No, I think.
Besides the
that's
fact
it,
that they got swept, that the Rockies ended with a sweep. Speaking of the sweep, I don't know what the record was, but the Rockies ended up only winning, well, so far, because they got one more series left, and I think it's in Colorado.
Dodgers, Colorado, out in Colorado.
I got to double check because they might be back. Who knows?
Seriously.
But regardless, what I'm trying to say is the Rockies have only won 2 games against the Dodgers. And it's crazy how
fucking Rockies.
Almost a year ago,
chance.
we had that one game, the game 163, to see who won the division. And then now to see the Rockies all the way into last place pretty much. And when you thought this year the Rockies were going to probably be contending again for the division.
It's like, nope.
No. They just did a total, like...
Yeah. They showed why.
Belly flop, man, for sure.
Definitely.
Yikes.
Fuck. Well,
the Giants...
We're not worried about the fucking Rockies. We swept them.
Yeah, the Giants are now in town. Were you going to say one more thing, brother?
I have to reiterate that fucking Chichi Gonzalez start again. I think that was super noteworthy, dude. That's the type of pitching. Forget his numbers, forget what his record says. It's just the way he pitched to the Dodgers. He had this chip on his shoulder. He was dictating the pace.
Yeah.
In boxing, we'll call it ring generalship. He's fucking pushing forward.
And he got to the Dodgers
had no answers, dude. They're just like, what
yeah, that's something to expect in the playoffs for sure.
If I'm Dave Roberts, I'm like, you know what? Fuck this, dude. We're taking strikes. We're taking fucking pitches. We're gonna run his pitch count up. We're getting this fool out of the fucking I don't know. I mean, that's really the only thing I can think. Or we're fucking dropping a bunt or something. Let's get this fool off his rhythm. Call time.
Yeah.
Like
bunt,
reverse it.
call. Yeah.
Dodgers had no answer. I'm telling you. And it was just super rare to see it after 16-run fucking game.
Right.
And just shit like that I'm very interested in, and we'll see how. I guess when playoffs come, how we if I'd like to hope. I guess in one side of the coin, it's like I'm glad it happened because we have. I hope the Dodgers have that reference point now. Like, I'm sure they all knew. Like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, we just scored 16 runs, and now we can't even fucking buy a hit.
Yeah.
Or as Lasorda once said, we can't fucking hit water. We fell off a fucking boat.
Right.
So.
Yikes. So, like I said, now the Giants are in town for 3 games.
Who are the starters? Do you know who's pitching?
Kershaw pitched tonight.
We already know he got the L.
Tomorrow, I'm not sure who pitches tomorrow.
Did he get the loss or the no decision? Do you know?
He got the loss.
Oh, that's why he kicked the cooler.
Yeah, well, the bullpen Floro gave up the booty.
Any bullpen standouts for you, or otherwise?
Besides Joe Kelly, Baez still staying solid, man. Baez has been probably the most solid pitcher, wire to wire so far.
I think I've seen Kolarek pitch twice.
Kolarik's been great as well.
Right after the.
Kolarik's been great too.
He's been doing his thing, little
I'm trying to think of anybody else that stands out.
Predictions, Noe. Let's talk some predictions. I don't know. Do you see anybody getting hot? Maybe in this series with the Giants?
With the Giants.
Anybody staying hot?
Well, I don't know if you saw, brother. AJ Pollock hit 3 home runs today.
3?
But they were all solo shots.
He hit 3 though?
He hit 3 home runs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder where he was batting in the lineup.
He was probably down like somewhere between 5th and 7th.
Oh fuck! See, that's what I'm
Fifth
talking
or
about.
maybe fifth or sixth, most likely.
I know Roberts has had him leading off, and then I think he had him batting third, maybe the second game in Colorado,
Yeah.
and then now he's batting fifth.
Look what he did there. Clayton Kershaw, 4 innings. So maybe he is pulling people out in the fourth inning.
That's a pattern.
That's a pattern now.
Two now.
Yeah.
Kersh
Only three
and
three
Reed.
earned runs. It was 1-1. It was 1-1 when he took him out, but he had runners on, 2 runners on with no outs, and Floro gave up the booty.
Ooh.
So maybe it is. Maybe he is trying to preserve.
Maybe it's just like fuck
Guys,
whatever happens.
give me 4 runs. Give me
4.
60 pitches, maybe.
Yeah, let's take
75.
it easy. We'll use the bullpen a little bit.
Yeah, somebody's up, man.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah.
Not Ryu though. Give Ryu his fucking.
But yeah, brother.
Because it's 5, right?
Yeah.
5 innings to get the eligible for the win.
Right. Maybe don't give a
Fuck
fuck about
Roberts.
stats anymore. Yeah.
Fuck it, man. World Series. We're
Hey
for
man,
the World
if
Series.
you have to rest them, then so be it. Fuck it.
Fuck
I'm down with it.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
down.
I think on that note, Noe, we kind of covered everything with the Rockies.
Yeah, man. When's the next one? Do you want to do it on Sunday, the last game of the Giants, or you want to go on to the next week?
I'm down for Sunday. I think I'm free on Sunday night.
Same here. Maybe we could do Sunday night. Yeah.
Maybe at this time.
We'll recap this Giants series, including this game 1 that just happened, and we'll do the Saturday and Sunday game as well, and we'll recap all those games and see if we noted anything when we're watching the game. We'll do mental notes or just write down stuff. That's good stuff right there,
Ideas, all
brother.
that good stuff. Yeah.
Definitely, man. But yeah, this is Chin Music episode 13.
1-3, homie.
The recap sessions, yo.
Yeah, recap session. We're gonna stick with the Dodgers.
And we're leading, and we're running
all September.
all of September. The recap sessions, and then we're gonna see if we do anything for the playoffs, brother.
Maybe. I don't see why not.
I'm down.
I don't see why not. But
All right, man.
We'll get to that when it comes.
Chin Music, yo, episode 13. That's a wrap. Killer Noise. Asahi Black. Signing off, yo.
All right, late.
Good night, everybody.